Hey guys, so this is my second half of February vlog. This is the intro. Um, yeah, I read quite a few books this month. I'm just talking about what I've read the last 2 weeks today, and yeah. So let's just kind of like get into the vlog and see what I was up to the last 2 weeks. Hey, there was uh I wasn't as active with my vlogging this last 2 weeks just because I didn't really do anything special, and I was kind of in like a funk. I'm kind of in a funk right now, so it is what it is. I am hoping to post this video right away, so if you're watching this, it's been right away. And yeah, I'm just gonna get into the vlog and kind of explain what I've been reading, what I've been doing, and whatnot, and then we'll touch base in a bit. Okay. So I am currently reading Transcendent Kingdom. I'm about 30 some pages into it, and so far I'm really liking it. About this immigrant family, and so far we're touching on subjects of like mental health and what it's like to be an immigrant in America and to be also black in America. I'm very interested in this book. I think it's going to be a good read for February. I was reading some of my Kobo. I'm reading Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. It's the second book in the Stormlight Archive. So far, so good. I'm about 22% into it, so that's about 250 pages, just about. Um, there's over 1,000 pages, so it's gonna be a lengthy one. But I really enjoyed The Way of Kings, and I can't really tell you much about Words of Radiance without giving away so much um, in The Way of Kings if you haven't read it, so I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm also about 45-50% done The Weight of Blood, which has been really good. I really enjoy the listen. They have multiple people narrating different parts. It's very much like almost like a radio show. It doesn't feel like I'm listening to a book. It feels like it's like a performance. It's really interesting. I'm really enjoying it so far. And yeah, that's my update for now. One thing I'm not really a fan of right now with this book is it's quite small and compact. So like the pages don't open very nicely, so it's kind of a pain in the butt to read, but it's a good thing it's a good book so far. And I love this cover. I love this cover. So I just wanted to check in and talk about this book so far. I am just over 60 pages into it. Weird dichotomy between science and faith, and also loss and addiction. It's all, I don't know. I just find it all very interesting, and it's the way the story is being told so far. It's very well done. It's very tastefully done, and I'm very excited to see how this book ends. Good morning. It is 6 a.m. on Saturday, and I got up around 5:30, I believe. Um, I just have a really hard time sleeping in, so I'm up and I'm watching some YouTube videos at the moment, and um, perhaps we'll do some reading the next little bit here because I'm feeling like reading. That's kind of on my agenda. Yeah, I might play some Stardew Valley and listen to my book, The Weight of Blood. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Jace is still sleeping, which is good because he had a hard time getting to sleep last night. So I'm excited for the day. We're playing D&D tonight at our friend Rich's house, and it should be a lot of fun. We're playing, I think we're playing the Wildemount campaign. Is that right? But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I'm gonna be doing that, and I will try and bring you along with me, and yeah.
Maddie shot up out of her seat and the threads retreated. She couldn't.
Hey, so I am about 50% the way through Transcendent Kingdom, and I am about 70% done The Weight of Blood. And I did do some reading of Words of Radiance last night, but not much. Not enough to make a dent, really. But so far, so good. I'm really enjoying The Weight of Blood. It's really fun, and I really love that there's like this podcast aspect to it, where where they're kind of like dissecting like a true crime story. I think that's really neat, and like I said, it's a lot of fun. So I kind of know how it's gonna end, but I'm excited to see how it ends exactly in the book. So because so far it's a bit different than the actual Carrie, like, and obviously it's quite a bit different than the original Carrie story, but um I'm really interested to see how um it gets wrapped up, basically. And then for Transcendent Kingdom, I am kind of bored with it, but I'm also very intrigued. I really like the concept of like the science versus spirituality, and also, sorry, and also the aspect of mental illness, and sorry, it's my husband. So I'm very interested in it. So far, I do really like the writing style. I find that there's a lot of like quotable moments in the book, so I am very interested to see how it ends. It is very much a literary um, novel. It's not super plot driven, at least not right now. Um, yeah, but I'll keep you updated. Tonight we're playing D&D at my good friend Rich's house. He's married to one of my best friends, Cheyenne, and yeah, so we're just really excited to play some D&D. Anyways, I'll let you go, and I will be back eventually.
We're just like kind of like in a daze or a stupor almost. You see what's
So I finished The Way to Blood, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the audiobook was a lot of fun. I really liked the podcast aspect of it and how they had like sound bites, and it really felt like you were listening to like an actual podcast. There were so many different people narrating the story, that playing different parts, and um, overall the audiobook was just so much fun. I don't know if I would like it as much as a physical book. Um, Maybe because Carrie, like the original movie, was one of my favorite movies as a youngster, as a kid. Um, so I might have been able to appreciate it enough to really enjoy it as well as written, but yeah, there's just something about the way the audiobook was done that it was just so much fun. So I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely recommend it to most of my friends. Now, now I'm gonna be reading some Transcendent Kingdom. I'm halfway through it, so I'm gonna try and put a good dent in it tonight. Maybe finish it. Who knows? It's a quite short book. The pages are small. The font is kind of big. Well, the font's not that big, but it's definitely a smaller book. So I think it's only got 161 pages or 261 pages. So I should be able to get through it. I will check in a bit.
Towards the older world, and became an account, as it were, of the.
I just finished Transcendent Kingdom, and wow, what this book, wow. Wow. I'm probably gonna give it 4 out of 5 stars. I kind of want to give it 5 out of 5 stars, but I don't know. It was a little drawn out near the end. I thought a little bit, but still an incredibly powerful book. Um, uh, I can't wait to talk about it further. But yes, I really enjoyed this book. I highly recommend it. And at the end of this video, we'll talk more about it. I'm going to start As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow. I don't really know much about this book, and I'm kind of okay with that. I kind of like going into books not knowing much about them at all. Um, so I'm very interested to see how this goes. I've heard really good things about it. Um, yeah, so I'm starting this tonight. It's about 9:45 p.m. I just took my medication, so I'll be tired pretty soon here. So I'm just gonna see if I can get maybe a couple chapters in, and then call it a night. Today is family day, and I think I'm just gonna sleep all day. I've been trying to read, but I'm just really tired, so um, I think I might have another nap. I am 100 pages into this book, and holy shit, this is probably one of the most intense books I've read in a long time. So much has happened, so much continues to happen, and it's very just intense. So I really like it so far. Yeah, I'm very excited to continue reading this. I feel weird saying that I'm excited to read this or to say that I really like this book because it's already so like tragic. I don't really want to use the word tragic either. It's just very intense and a lot of pain and struggle is clearly happening right from the get-go, and it does not tread lightly. It gets into it real quick. So this book is not for the faint of heart. I would say this book is very I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know if I would recommend this book to everyone. It kind of is like in a very different way. It kind of reminds me of A Little Life, just in the sense that it's just like so much trauma. Um, this book is obviously quite shorter and smaller than A Little Life, so I'm very curious to see how it goes. But yeah, I'll talk more about this book in a bit. I just wanted to give you an update and let you know that so far so good. I would like to finish this book tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to happen. This book is just over 400 pages. It is, the font's fairly big and the book's pretty small, so I feel like I can probably get it done tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see. I might do some other stuff around the house and stuff, so. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. It is just about 8 a.m. and I'm very tired. I got up at like 6:30ish, made Jay's lunch, and then yeah, I ended up just laying down on the couch. So I think I'm gonna go back to bed actually. I am making a coffee, so maybe I'll stay up and read. We'll see. I just thought I'd check in. I am so tired, kinda. I'm not too sure how to describe how I feel right now. Like exhausted, but not like sleepy. It's kind of frustrating. I just had a hot bath and then a cold shower to try and wake myself up, and I did my skincare routine, and now I'm gonna read, but I'm still kind of groggy. Yeah, I think it's because I didn't sleep very well last night, so yeah, it is what it is. I'm still reading As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow, and I'm just over halfway done it, and it's something else. I really like it. It's intense though. It's pretty intense. But I will check in with you in a little bit. I'm gonna try and crush some of this book. I had a feeling this book was gonna make me cry, and it did. it friggin' did. So I have about 100 pages left in it. I'm very curious to see how this all gets wrapped up, but god damn it, that I was not expecting that, and then when it happened, I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah. Oh my gosh. So I finished what is it called? As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow, and I thought it was phenomenal. I give it 5 stars. I can't wait to talk about it more with you guys. I just thought I'd check in and say that book was amazing, and that I picked out a new book that I'm gonna read. It's Queenie by Candice Carty Williams. Yeah, I don't really know what this book's about. I've owned this book now for like 3 years, so I figured it's about time that I read it. Yeah, and I think it would be really good for Black History Month. It is written by a Black author and about a Black woman, as far as I know, and I thought, hey, that'll suit the month, so let's give it a shot. I decided I'm gonna make pancakes for breakfast today. I'm actually kind of excited about it. It is minus 30 out. I think it's minus 42 with the wind. So I have to go start my car to make sure that it's, working. I like to make sure the battery isn't dead. So I'm gonna go do that. Alright. It's so cold out. The dogs can only be out for maybe like 5 minutes. So it takes about 5 minutes for them to start limping because it's so cold. And they don't want to come in. It's so frustrating. But I got them in and the car is started and it's warming up. So I might make the most of it and go get a coffee or something, but probably not. I don't know, it's freaking cold out. So I'm 130 pages into Queenie and I like it, but I find the protagonist to be quite annoying. I know, that's horrible. But there's just some things that she does and says that are very like entitled, I find. But there's also a lot of times where she is entitled to her reaction or to what she has to say. Like there's a scene where a girl in a bar or whatever touches her hair and she's like, her friend just is like, no, you can't do that. And like, yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's totally fair. But I don't know. There's some examples where she's just a little annoying. Like at work, she's not doing any work or anything like that. And her boss is trying to get her to get something done. And her friend is trying to get her to get something done because she needs to be working at work. So, yeah, I don't know. And yeah. Anyways, I will talk more about the book in a little bit. I'm going to hop on the computer, hang out with my best friend for a little bit over Discord, and then get back to reading after that. So I'll talk to you. So I just finished Queenie, and I gave it 3 stars. It was kind of tedious, actually, but I think 3 stars is about right. It was a good story. I liked the writing style, but yeah, I will talk more about Queenie at the end of the video here when I go into a little more in depth. Right now I'm about to hop on the computer for a little bit and then pick out a new book to read because I want to read one more book before the end of February, so I can make it an even 10 books for the month of February, which would be sick. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to go pick out a new book. Hey guys, I'm having kind of a bad mental health day, so I don't really have much to update you with. I did reread Tilly Walden's graphic novel, Are You Listening? Just now, actually, because it is one that I find very impactful. And I did not cry as much as I did the first time I read it, but I did cry a little bit. I find that if I'm not in the mood to read a novel, if I read a graphic novel, it will usually put me in the mood to keep reading, and it kind of works. So I think I'm gonna do some reading of Kith and Kin. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I don't know. I'm just anxious, and I feel guilty about being home all the time, and um, I'm just, I don't know. But anyways, I am feeling a lot better than I did earlier today, so that's good. Um, it is almost 4:30. Um, Jace gets off work at 5 and is usually home around 5:30. So I'm gonna do some reading of Kithinkin, and I will check in with you guys in a bit. Alright, so this is the end of the vlog, and I'm going to talk about the books that I read. Yay! I really love Transcendent Kingdom. I really love the way that it tackled religion and science and mental health and what it means to be an immigrant, and it's just like it just was very eye-opening for me, because it's a lot of the subject matter is obviously not something that I personally deal with as a white person, living on, stolen land kind of thing. God, that sounds so ignorant. But this book was phenomenal. I would recommend it to anybody who really wants to have an eye-opening experience when it comes to how to juggle spirituality with science. Our main character, she is a student for, I believe, microbiology or neurobiology. That's probably not it at all, but she's going to be a neuroscientist basically, and it's just very interesting to see how she tries to find her way in the science world, as well as being open and honest about her spirituality and what it means to her to believe in God. I thought, as someone who is not very spiritual at all, I thought it was really quite eye-opening, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Like I said, 4 out of 5 stars. Really good, really good. Oh, I forgot. Before I read Transcendent Kingdom, I was also listening to The Weight of Blood by Jackson Tiffany, or Tiffany D. Jackson. Sorry, I'm reading off my Goodreads right now because I can't remember shit. Clearly. It was such a fun audiobook. I loved it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It's a Carrie retelling, except the main character is a white passing black girl, and she gets basically outed as a black girl, and it's a really big deal because in this town they're so severely segregated, which is insane because this is set in 2016. But I feel like this isn't probably too far off. And just the story behind it, obviously was very much a Carrie story. So it's, if you know anything about Carrie, you'll know the story. I really loved the element of race being played into it, and even religion as well. And I just thought it was so much fun. There's also a podcast within the book that is a true crime podcast, and they're talking about the events and trying to figure out what happened and if the main character is still alive and stuff like that. And as an audiobook, it was just so much fun. They had so many different voice actors doing different stuff, and I just thought, it was like listening to a podcast. Or not even a podcast, but those old radio shows. I thought it was so much fun. So I gave that a 4 out of 5 stars as well. And then the third book that I read was As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow. Beautiful. Phenomenal. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It's my first 5 out of 5 star book in a long time. I really, 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 really loved it so much. And I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did, because I've never read anything based out of the Middle East. And not that I have a problem with that. It's just when I picture the Middle East, I picture like a desert, and I picture like a lot of like foreign policies that I don't understand and stuff like that. And but As the Lemon Trees Grow was just so beautiful. It was about this girl who went to school to be a pharmacist, but now has to be a surgeon because the town she's lived in is being just being obliterated by the I don't know if it's like the army, but it's like the dictatorship of Syria, and she goes through a lot of trauma and experiences a lot of mental health issues. But there's also a bit of a love story in there. But I felt the love story was kind of like second to the main story, which was good. It wasn't like super heavy in this romance. There wasn't a lot of like unnecessary like sex scenes or anything like that. It wasn't like that at all. It was very much a part of the story, and I thought it served the story really well. And it's just I don't even know how to just tell you about this book without spoiling it, but it was phenomenal. Made me cry. If a book can make me cry, it's usually a winner for me. The next book I read was Queenie by Candice Carty Williams. I gave that book 3 out of 5 stars. I liked it. I thought it was a quick and easy read. There was a lot of eye-opening elements to it, but I thought like books like Such a Fun Age may have done a bit better in regards to like microaggressions against Black people or people of color. I found the main character to be quite annoying and very like self-unaware. Like she just didn't understand what she was bringing to the table and how she was causing. I'm not saying she caused her problems, but she had a hand in them, and I don't think she was taking responsibility for that. So I did find her kind of irritating. But I did like the story. I liked how it wrapped up. It was a little bit smutty, but like in the smallest amount of yeah. I don't really have much to say about Queenie, really, other than 3 out of 5 stars. It's a pretty average rating for me. It's a good rating, I think. Like 3 out of 5 stars still means that I liked it. It just wasn't like the best, And then last but not least, I reread the graphic novel Are You Listening by Tillie Walden. Another 5-star for me, even the second time around. The first time I the first time I read this book, I sobbed. There's a certain part in the book where one of the main characters kind of like opens up about some trauma they've experienced, and I just sobbed uncontrollably just reading that. I was like, oh my god. So yeah, but yeah, that's basically the wrap up for the last couple weeks I've been reading. I am gonna do a February wrap up. Sometime either today or tomorrow, and yeah, I'm really excited to read into March. I'm excited for spring to be here soon. As some of you may know, I live in Canada, so it's very white and snowy and cold out right now. And I really just need some sunlight and some green leaves, and I'm over winter. I'm over it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you reached this far into the vlog, I really appreciate it. Sorry I don't have the physical books with me to finish this off with. They're all upstairs in my red shelf. I have a bookshelf downstairs here that's just behind you. that has all my TBR books on it, which is like 80. There's like 80 books on this bookshelf that I have to read. I don't have to do anything, but I did buy them. I should read them. So I didn't want to bring them down here or go up there or whatever. I just figured we'd wrap it up nice and easy and quick. And yeah, I'm excited to continue on my reading journey for 2023. I'm doing really good. Like, I'm doing really good. I think I'm 4 books ahead of my, yes, I'm 4 books ahead of my reading schedule on Goodreads. My goal this year is to read 60 books. I've read 13 so far, so that's pretty good, considering I read 10 this month, which is unheard of for me. So yeah, I'm very excited to, maybe I'll do a TBR, but thing for March, but I'm such a mood reader that TBRs don't really work out for me. And they kind of set me up for failure, and then I get in a reading slump and stuff. So I'm just going to continue to mood read, I think. Yeah, so my goal is 60 books this year. Last year was 60 as well, but I only got to 58. I was in quite a reading slump for the last little bit of 2022. So, yeah, I'm just very excited to reach my goal this year. I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna beat it, honestly. If I can continue reading the way I'm reading, that would be sick. But yeah, I'm not gonna put too much pressure on it. If I only read 2 books 1 month, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching this. If you enjoyed my rambling and my bullshit and all that jazz, please like and subscribe and all that jazz, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay, bye.